Amesy here of Amesy's Antics. Welcome to my channel. I hope you are well today because we have another sewing project that is going to keep you warm in these cold snaps that we are having. Now we've just had quite a bit of snow in northern England, at least anyway, and it has been pretty chilly. So I thought I would have a go at making some DIY ear warmer headbands as well as my own earmuffs. Now this pattern for the headband has come from Ellie&Mac, and I will link their pattern down below, and then I will show you obviously how to make the earmuffs if you prefer that style as well. Really easy, simple sewing project to have a go at. So if you are a beginner sewer, then this is perfect, and it also tests out your skills a little bit with some stretch material, because you do need some nice warm stretchy material to make the actual headband. So if you would like to see how to make a DIY ear warmer headband, then let's get crafting. To make the Ellie&Mac ear warmer headband, you are going to need the pattern for this, which I will link down below. It is free, as well as some fleecy stretch type material. I'm using an old blanket from a project that will be coming up onto the channel in a few weeks time, as well as your basic sewing equipment like the machine, pins and clips. The first thing to do is determine which way the material is the most stretchy. Now some fabrics are 4-way stretch, and this has a little stretch on one side, but the stretch is more prominent on the other. So what you want to do is pin the pattern piece to where the stretch is the most. So you want it lengthways where the stretch is gonna stretch, if you get what I mean. So how the pattern is now, the stretch will be horizontal. Then cut this out and prepare to sew. The first thing to do is fold the newly cut out piece of material lengthways in half, making sure that all of the raw edges meet together, and also making sure that it is right side to right side. Then just use some pins or clips to keep it all in place before heading to the sewing machine. As this material is stretchy, you want to use a stretch stitch or a small zigzag, which is what I have because I don't have the stretch stitch on my machine, and back stitch or back tacking the start and end of the seam, just sewing a short narrow seam all along that raw open edge where you have just pinned. Then turn the newly sewn ear warmer right side out. Then press the piece to make sure it is lying flat and that the seams are nice and smooth and laying flat. Now the next part is a little bit more complex, but we are going to create the knot part of the headband. So lay out the pattern piece flat, taking the left side and folding the end in half, placing a pin down the middle of this and opening it back up. This just marks the center of the left hand side, and then using another pin, place this in the top right hand corner on the opposite side of the strip. Then what you want to do is bring that top pin down and across, and then flip it so that it twists, and place this onto that middle pin, if that makes sense. You should have a sandwich forming now. Make sure that the twist is a bit further down and out of the way, because it can make it a bit more complex if you keep the twist too far up. Don't worry, it will knot well. So then the two pieces are lying flat. What you want to do is take the bottom piece and fold it up over both layers, and then repeat with the top part of the layer, bringing it over to the middle as so. So you've got a nice few layers like a sandwich, and the two pins are still lining up. Pin it in place and then sew a a narrow seam down this, back tacking each end as you go. The headband end should look like this. Then all you need to do is turn this so that it begins to knot, and that it is all the right way around, folding the material up and down to create that knot, if that makes sense. And then your ear warmer headband is complete. To make the DIY earmuffs, you're going to need some of that stretchy, soft, fleecy material like before, an old headband, some batting, or I use a protective pillowcase, some stuffing like toy stuffing, or I use the inside of an old pillow sometimes, as well as your normal sewing supplies. Now you can do this by hand, but I am going to show you how I did it on the sewing machine, and not forgetting something round to cut and mark around. Start by marking on your fabric around something that is round. I am using a candle jar lid here, but you can use anything round that you like, and making sure that you draw out 4 of these circles. Then using a tape measure, measure 1 centimetre around the whole edge just to increase the diameter, I think it would be, of this circle piece. Repeat with the batting or protective pillowcase and cut these out, so you should have 4 of the fleecy material and 4 of the batting material. Then you want to measure around the chosen headband. Starting at one end, place your measuring tape and follow this around that curve to the end, and mine equaled 38 centimetres. You then want to add 2 centimetres each onto each end, so mine ends up at 42 centimetres. Cut this out in a strip measuring 4 centimetres wide, so mine is 42 centimetres by 4 centimetres wide, and ignore the batting, don't cut any batting out because it makes it too thick. You then want to place one of the fleecy circles right side up and place another fleece circle right side down, making sure that you line up the edges as much as possible. Then add on 2 layers or 2 circles of that batting or protective pillowcase. This will just add some extra sponginess to the earmuff parts. Then what you want to do is make sure everything's lined up and it's all like a sandwich. Then sew around the outside edge all the way around, leaving a gap at the top of a few centimetres, back stitching at the start and end of that seam. Repeat the same process with the remaining 2 fleece pieces and the 2 batten pieces to give you 2 sides of the earmuff. Then what you want to do is turn these right side out, and if you have layered them correctly, you should have the 2 fleecy parts on the outside with the batting sitting in the middle of these. Push out the curves of these circles with the blunt end of the seam ripper or a end of a pen, whichever you have to hand, and then fill these in the middle with a bit of pillow stuffing or toy stuffing, making sure not to overfill these as they will look a bit weird on your ears if they are overstuffed, and making sure that the filling is distributed evenly throughout the earmuff. Then it is time to make the cover for the headband, so fold your strip of material in half lengthways, right sides to right side, pinning in place, and then sewing a narrow seam all along that raw edge, back stitching at the start and end of this seam. Place a safety pin in one end and then begin pushing this through the inner tube and pulling that material in on itself to turn the tube right side out. Now it can be a little bit fiddly to start, but once the material gets moving, it does move through quite smoothly. Then take your chosen headband and thread it through the middle of that tube, making it so that the two ends are as equal as possible on either side in distribution of the material, if that makes sense. Then place one side of the headband into one of the newly formed earmuff pieces and grab a hand sewing needle and thread and begin stitching these together, making sure that you push the headband down into the earmuff and so that it is positioned so that the earmuff will cover your ear. If it sits too high, it won't cover your full ear. So it is a little bit of trial and error of where you want this to sort of sit on your head. Try and do an invisible stitch or a ladder stitch, but sometimes this doesn't work. Just make sure it is neat as possible. And a top tip is to sew the gaps until you get to the headband part and then begin sewing the earmuff to the material tube on the headband as well. Repeat on the opposite side by adding on the second earmuff piece and then just squash these down a bit to make sure that filling is fully distributed evenly, and then your DIY earmuffs are ready to wear. There you have how to make your own DIY ear warmer headbands in two different styles, one using the Ellie&Mac free pattern and the second making your own DIY earmuffs, perfect for keeping those ears nice and toasty warm when we are having the cold snaps of weather and looking stylish whilst doing so. So let me know what you think of these two projects in the comments below. I would love to know your thoughts, and if you've enjoyed the video then please do give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with all of my crafting antics coming up onto the channel. There's a few more different sewing projects due to come up because I am in a totally sewing mood at the moment, as well as a few arty crafty type projects coming up. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if it is something that you would be interested in, and don't forget to hit the notification bell when you do so because that will alert you each time my videos go live. And don't forget to check out my blog Ames's Antics, which is linked below because there's always a ton more information over on the blog for you to check out. And with that said, I will see you in next week's video, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day and week, and happy crafting. Bye!